source.
Will and Holly were inseparable. The two went everywhere together until Holly just passed away.
Holly was Will's dog, but she was much more than that. She was his friend, and when she died suddenly at just 4 years old, as pet lovers know, it just hurts.
It's hard sometimes
But you know what they say, dog gone.
to admit in the middle of our pain that loss, well, it hurts.
But she was more than a pet. I mean, she was, you know, like a soulmate, sort of.
But in our grief, it's friends that do their best
There wasn't a whole lot of remorse going on.
There was a whole lot of remorse.
to deflect and make you feel better.
Holly was a great dog.
So on this Memorial Day,
Well, we're having a celebration of life for my dog, Holly.
Will wanted to remember his best friend, Holly, his dog.
She was smart, she was funny, she'd crack me up every day, you know. She'd dance, she'd, I don't know, just real devoted.
Holly was there through it all.
We've been through like 5 surgeries for me and COVID and just getting a little bit older, and it was just, you know, she was there.
And that's just it. We expect to outlive our pets, but Holly here, she was just 4 years old.
It was like fine 1 week, the next day she can't hold food down, so it's some sort of poisoning.
Were you mad at God?
Oh, totally.
How come?
Well, I just think it was way before her time.
Sometimes life makes no sense. Holly just wasn't a dog. She was Will's best friend.
You know, and I knew that time would come, but I just thought it'd be way down the road. I think it was harder losing her than my mom.
It just hurts. So to honor Holly, Will is gonna put her ashes here in his front yard with his cross, and
I'm also going to plant an apple tree. Holly will continue to bear fruit, I would hope.
the fruit of hope, the circle of life. We don't want to forget, but we must move on. Enter.
Anyway, this is Augie McDoggy, Randall Augie McDoggy.
Will has had Augie here for about a month now, and this new puppy energy is a wonderful distraction, but it's just never easy saying goodbye when you care so much.
And I did, you know, just didn't want her to go away.
Will is lucky to have these friends and a new Augie doggy to move on to the next chapter in his life. Oh, and getting a new dog so soon after Holly's passing?
It almost seemed disrespectful to some people, but that was, no,
That wasn't your intent.
no. And I think Holly would be okay with that decision.
I think so too. And that's the all good news. Oh.
You can see them there together.
Yep, as you can tell, Augie McDoggy is stepping right into the role of awesome companion.
Yeah, and Will says Holly, she was just special. And as we all know, there's nothing like unconditional love. And he was only with her for those 4 years. But
Yeah.
when you go through things like multiple surgeries and
Yeah.
all those COVID years, those
Yeah.
years can seem like 20.
Yeah, and he lives alone next door. He's actually my neighbor, truth be told, and such a nice guy. And yeah, he really loved that.
Yeah.
It was sad. So anyway, but he's got a new one, so he's happy.
Awesome.
All right, here's Nora O'Donnell with what's coming up at 5 here on CBS 5.